There will be a few times in your life when all your instincts will tell you to do something that defies logic, upsets your plans, and may seem crazy to others. When that happens, you do it. Listen to your instincts and ignore everything else. Ignore logic, ignore the odds, ignore the complications, and just go for it. 2 years ago, I had that very feeling. I visited Toronto summer of 2018 and had this just pull towards it. Within 2 weeks, I returned back to Edmonton, packed my bags, and moved across the country to a city I had no friends or family. It was a scary time. It was a hard time, but I remember telling my mom, I'm not going to Toronto to be comfortable. I'm going to become comfortable with uncomfortable. I made friends, I learned many harsh life lessons, but most importantly, put all my love and effort into this magical thing called YouTube. After about 3 years of grinding on this channel and little success, call it serendipity, call it luck, call it hard work paying off, a little video titled, I Did Tom Brady's Diet for 30 Days blew up, which is what started the ball rolling and brought most of you to me. Toronto has been a magical time, only word I can think. I've grown, I found you guys, I found myself. There was a spark, this energy I always had to just keep going and what I wanted to do and this. And now the last 6 months, especially during quarantine, but even just right before quarantine happened, that the spark of Toronto just kind of left me. That spark that I would get up every morning and feel just excitement to be in the city and be a part of it and create content was no longer from the city. And it's not the city I hate or dislike, it's that pull is no longer here. I feel it being pulled many other places. I don't really know where that pull is, but the one that kept standing out was a different city. My inspiration and creativity is felt force. It feels like I'm dragging my toes. I can still get it, but it's like wringing out the last drops every day and then just falling dead. And just like, I go to Europe and go to Vancouver, go to other places and just be brought up in the sense of like, oh, I'm gonna do all this, and like, I can still get those moments, but it's so like, just gotta dig for them. And it's like every ounce of my energy and just collapsing. And that's the only way I can describe it. And not that like,
I've outgrown Toronto. I'm so beyond Toronto.
Because guys, I'm not even like 1/100th of Drake. There's clearly a lot more. My ultimate vision, I've had to do so much self-reflection in the last little bit, like where do I want to see myself in 5 years? Where do I want to see my channel? Where am I happiest? My content's better when I'm happier. There's not content that I'm excited about to make in Toronto anymore. So it's time to make a change.
How could I let you go when I am still in love with you?
When you save your homework till the day before?
I'm still in love with you. I'm still in love with you. 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 Still in love with you.
Oh, that ruined the shot. Hello, Vancouver! You can see a mountain. Well, you can't see the ocean here, but it's somewhere behind these buildings. So I'm in Vancouver now. Yes, so I moved. Is it a permanent move? I don't know. Is it temporary? I don't know. Really struggled with explaining to people why I moved because there's not really a specific reason. There's a bunch of reasons, and at the end of the day, when I moved to Toronto 2 years ago, I come from Edmonton. I did want to pursue YouTube, and I just had this idea and this pull that was like, I should be in Toronto right now. And I can't describe it other than just like my gut feeling, which is not always logical, but also logical. And then it would have been about 6 to 10 months ago, I started to just lose that feel for Toronto. I was doing YouTube, I love the city, but it was just this pull of being there no longer happened. Like I would leave it and not have this like, oh, I have to go back and like when I was visiting, I would not be like, okay, I have to get back to Toronto. It was very much like, oh, thank God I'm out of Toronto. Like that feeling, I'm like, ooh, not great, but Toronto's the capital of Canada. So I was like, hey, that's where I should be right now. And then COVID happened, and wow, that was eye-opening. Toronto has some great things, but when Toronto's locked down and the restaurants and event scene and all that is gone, it's just a concrete jungle with a lot of constructions. And I started to realize all the videos I wanted to film, kind of did all the videos I wanted to make in Toronto. And so it gave me a lot of time to reflect. And I started asking myself, like, what videos do I want to be making in a year, in 2 years, in 5 years? And so I wrote out, and I did so much journaling, so much. And none of that involved Toronto. And so my lease was up. in September, so I was like, why would I stay any longer? Where to next? And America, love you, but not an optimal time to go. So that was out of the question. And the other big city in Canada, if you guys didn't know, is Vancouver. And the best way to describe it is Toronto is our New York, and Vancouver is our LA. There's still so much opportunities in terms of just life and YouTube and stuff, but most importantly, there's nature. And if we all get locked down again, at least I have the mountains and water, and it's just always felt like more my city. And it was funny, when I said I was moving to Toronto, everyone was like, oh, don't let Toronto change you. That was always the response. Versus when I'm telling people I'm moving to Vancouver, everyone's response is,
Oh my God, you're gonna love it. That's so your city.
I think that says everything right there. And the only way to describe it is that pull I had for Toronto many years ago is now for Vancouver. And you know, I've moved many times in my life. So I thought, you know what, let's get up and go. Let's try this new adventure. I'm very nervous because the one thing about YouTube, it's always scared me. People get to know you for certain things, and if you change it, well, they maybe not like your content as much. I'm really excited to bring you along, and I already just feel a sense of lightness here. Toronto's been really heavy on me. You guys have probably felt it in some videos. It's just been very lonely. It's very heavy, very hard, and just been in Vancouver a week now, and I just feel good. Good, and I'm excited to film again. I'm excited to edit. I'm excited to just try new things. There's so many other fitness things I can do here that you can't do in Toronto, because Vancouver is much more of a fit city. Love Toronto, there's fitness classes, but like not as big of a fitness scene, versus Vancouver is like, Lululemon was created in Vancouver. If you didn't know that, like that just sums up, like it's into fitness in this part of the world. So I'm excited to bring you guys along. I have a bunch of really big video ideas, and just more importantly, we get to explore a new city together, which is rare in 2020. There's not a lot of exploring going on, and I can do that here in Vancouver. So let's go on this new chapter, embrace nature. Oh my God, just looking outside, guys, I'm looking at a mountain right now. Also a dead plant, not dead, fake. Just kidding. This is probably the worst angle, but that is a mountain. And this is usually what I see in Toronto. That's Toronto, Vancouver, Toronto, Vancouver. Keltie, why do you move? Yeah, so let's go on a new chapter together, because life is just an adventure, and you find new chapters, and you just enjoy it. And so we're gonna enjoy it together, and we're gonna do some fitness, we're gonna eat some food. I already found my new favorite cafe, and oh my God, we got so much exciting things. I'm just gonna leave it on a cliffhanger there, and hope you guys are excited. Thank you for supporting me and being on this journey with me, and I'm just really excited. It's gonna be freaking fun. My best friends live here. There's gonna be some disasters. Drunk Keltie will make a comeback. Apparently she was a hit in the last video, so I'm glad you guys, I don't know why I put that on the internet, but here we are. Have a great day. Go pet a dog. Love you guys. Bye. If there's something you want to do, you should go do it. Maybe you don't have to move across the country, but like maybe text back that person, or apply for that job, or try that fitness class. Like just do it, or go like full balls to the walls and move across the country, because no one has any idea what's going on anymore.